Hello everyone, I'm Jim Lewis, founder of Model Train Technology. Today we have a G Scale Crossing flasher setup. We're ready to ship this to a customer, but before we put it in the box, I thought, well, this is a great opportunity to show everybody the whole setup. Now we've shown it outside in our little layout area before, but I don't think we've shown it on the bench. And we've made a lot of lots of small improvements that in the total make it look just great. We've gotten better and better at 3D printing, the assembly process, the electronics. So this is really a great upgrade, and we're really excited about how this is going. In a couple of weeks, we're going to show you the motorized gate crossing, which has also gone through some renovations and improvements, and we'll show it here as well. So that'll be kind of fun. But let's take a look at this. It's a pretty simple setup. This customer has two flashers, so it's going to be on opposite sides of the crossing. We have some G-scale track behind, and I'll move things out of the way. Well, let's do that. Let's move it out of the way. Here's the main controller unit. You can have a bell or a sound module. There are two sensors here for east and west traffic. There's a couple of different configurations. If you only have your train going in one direction, you can use the main unit, which has a sensor and only one of the precision detector max. That's the G scale sensor for outside. We're using one of our power modules. Any 12-volt DC power supply will work, so you have to run a line out there. You can also use a battery. We've had a pretty good section. Actually, at the shows, we use a little battery pack. It's about this big, and it'll run the system all day long. So if you just want to disconnect it and put it out there and not run long wires, that's a great way to do it. So let's put it in action. The first sensor it's going to hit is this one right here, and the bell's going off. In this particular configuration, we ship both the bell and the sound module with four sound tracks, and the three different kinds of bells, and then one which is a steam engine, chug, 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 and a bell sound and a horn. So you can choose any one of those four. The difference between the sound module and the bell module is the sound module has four separate triggers, whereas the bell module, which typically what you would do for this setup, you just need the one trigger for this particular application. Really, really simple. Three wires connected coming out. We twisted the wires together, nothing complicated. Two reds and a black for each side, so there's a black common. They go up inside, and we will provide the first connection to the wires. So when I take the box off, the hole that the sensor is in through slips up, and this blocks it. So momentarily, the sensor will go off, and then it's all set. So pretty good setup there. Very simple. The sensors can be up to 20 inches away from the track. And the other question that folks ask is the bell loud enough? Well, I think you can hear it pretty nicely here, but there's a way to adjust the sound. Let's move the train in front of the sensor, and it's very loud. So this is about quarter pace, and you can see I've turned it up all the way. It's really loud, so you can dial it down as you like. Okay. Now, one of the things that's a specific feature on both the bell and the sound module, there's a module to play continuously, which is what we have it set up for now. You can also set it up for play once, and there are things like playing announcements and things like that you might want to have a play once setup. But if you use it in the crossing flasher, what will happen is the bell will go off initially, and then after about 20 or 30 seconds, however long that play sound happens to be, the bell will stop until the gate system is re-triggered. So if you are running this a lot and you just want to hear the bell for a little bit and then shut it off until the next cycle, there's a way to do that. Some people like to do that. All of this is available. You can buy it online direct through our website. That's the only source. We don't sell through dealers or distributors. We ship around the world. We have a pretty strong base of customers in Australia and New Zealand, as well as throughout Europe. We just added the Netherlands. We have a couple of customers there. We've shipped to Malta, all the major countries in Europe, and we ship direct. That works great. If you have any questions about this setup, I know I'm going through it quickly, but it's just really simple. It's nice. One thing I forgot to mention is that all of our setup here. We 3D print the base. We're using a filament type, or what's called FDM for that. We're using a variety of resin printing techniques. So we've really upgraded our printer farm, if you will. But all of these have magnets. So if the cat or dog comes along and knocks at the flasher, it won't break it. It'll knock off the base. And each of the setups here, or each of the items, has a magnetic base. So really nice, slick. We're super excited. It is weather tolerant, although I would not leave it out in the dead of winter all the time. If it rains from time to time, that's fine. A lot of people just put a quick connect on the flashers and disconnect them and bring them inside. That's up to you. The other option is to put a little bucket on top of it and then pop the bucket off when you want it. The cost of trying to make them completely weatherproof is just not worth it. I mean, nobody would buy it if we had to go to that level of engineering. So this is a good compromise. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again in a couple of weeks when we show you the motorized gate crossings. If you want to reach out to us, our email address is support@modeltraintechnology.com, and our phone number is 407-242-5436. Thanks for watching.